Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing this evening? Funny Bone here once again, and I've been hearing another round of this Swizz Beats and Alicia Keys saga. But remember they mentioned Lala Anthony before, but it seems like Lala Anthony has been in the picture for a while. Wow, y'all take a listen.
Now we know her name. Cause y'all looks like Lala Anthony has her name all over this Alicia Keys Swizzy scandal. Because word on the streets is that this private agent Beats allegedly catching Swizzy and Lala getting way too close behind Alicia's back. The moment that Alicia got wind of it, insiders claiming she lost her ever-loving mind. Unleashing years of bottled up tension and finally confronting both of them in a full-blown meltdown. Looks like what goes around comes around. Now who's lying? Because here's the kicker. The scandal didn't come out of the nowhere. Rumors about Swizzy and Lala have been floating around for years, and now this so-called tape might be the proof that Alicia has been ignoring all along. And sources say this wasn't just a one-time slip-up, because it's allegedly been going on behind the scenes. Alicia's been playing this loyal wife role. So what exactly is on this tape, and how long was this going on? And is Alicia planning to end her marriage over this? Y'all buckle up, because this tea is on fire.
People, y'all hear that? So this been going on. But like I said in the last video, and everybody else is saying, you lose them how you get them. You lose them how you get them. So Alicia, we know your name. We know your name real well. And it's gonna be in divorce court. Look like, wow, people. Wow.
So let's break it down. Okay, so what's wild is that as messy as Swizz Beats cheating scandal sounds, it's not exactly shocking to most folks because let's be realistic for a millisecond. His past speaks for itself. People have been saying for years, once you cheat, always a cheat. And you lose them how you get them. But what has really had everybody in shock was this time around, it's who he was allegedly creeping with. Now, according to the streets, this wasn't just a random fling. Swizzy has reportedly been messing around with none other than Lala Anthony. And this isn't new news. Insiders are now claiming that this alleged affair has been going on for at least 3 years, if not longer, and somehow they managed to keep it under wraps. Until now, that is. Because fans are gagged. Because allegedly there's a leaked recording that just surfaced, and it's allegedly catching Swizzy and Lala in a situation that leaves very little room for innocent explanations. Now, fans are connecting the dots, and people are starting to question if this so-called picture-perfect marriage was already falling apart behind the scenes. It does get even messier because the streets are saying that Lala allegedly started sleeping with Swizzy while she was still married to Anthony. According to close the situation, this secret affair may have played a major role in the breakdown of their marriage. Now, to be fair, nobody's pretending Carmelo was innocent either. His cheating wasn't exactly a secret because he had multiple scandals of his own. He was alleged outside the games, but the real gag here is that everybody's putting fingers out. Hello. Lala may have been the one knee-deep in her own mess with Swizzy. Now, Melo had a lot of cheating scandals, and he had Lala out here looking real silly, especially because she was always the one defending him in public. At one point, she even said, I wouldn't be with someone if he was cheating on me. There's no part of me that's okay with that. Now, I don't go looking for things, but if I was to find out, I would deal with it. But I trust my husband. But them cheating rumors about Carmelo didn't stay rumors for long. They were eventually confirmed to be true. From the looks of it, Lala might have decided to get her lick back. One of the streets is that she eventually started having affairs of her own. And yes, that supposedly included Swizz Beats. Once Carmelo found out, though, he reportedly couldn't take it, even though he was dishing it out. And that's what really started things to fall apart in their marriage. But this is where it gets messy, though, because this affair didn't just come out of the nowhere. It actually was first exposed way back in 2021 by radio host Miss Jones,
Wow.
who claimed somebody from Swizzy's own team snitched on him and spilled the tea about his secret relationship with Lala. And allegedly, once Lala filed for divorce from Carmelo, she wanted Swizz to return the favor and leave Alicia. But Swizzy wasn't trying to blow up his own marriage.
So I don't have a problem with you, Lala, and your husband.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay, all right, so wait, backstory. Because I held this in for an entire year, right? So when we first launched the reunion show,
That's Miss
somebody
Jones.
that claims to be working in Swizz's camp
Miss Jones.
reached out to me in what I now know is a DM via direct messenger, right? Saying, I work for Swizz and I need you to know that him and Lala have been having an affair.
That's Miss Jones. Said somebody in Swizz camp reached out to her. Wow. People. You know who I think is laughing right now? That's probably Swizz's first wife, Mashanda. She tried to bury the hatchet and everything with Alicia after Alicia had took her husband for the child's sake. So she done that. But just like I said in the last video, Alicia, you couldn't get him out the streets. His first wife couldn't. He was cheating on her. You thought that you was gonna make him get out of the streets? I told you, once a streetwalker, a true streetwalker, you can't get him out the street. You cannot. I don't care how good you think your loving is. Doesn't happen, people. A streetwalker gonna be a streetwalker. Bottom line. Take a listen.
They are madly in love with each other, but he has already told Lala and continues to tell her, calm down, I'm not leaving my wife. If you don't believe me, go on his page on IG. He always starts leaving comments in the morning and she be the first one to respond. But she don't just leave one response. She keeps it going to the point where he said, you gotta chill because it's starting to look obvious to my wife. So I said, who are you and why are you giving this information to me? God, I love you so much.
Well, Swizz immediately jumped into defense mode, claiming that he and Lala were just friends and there was nothing nasty going on. And he wrote, Zah, knock it the F off. But that didn't stop the rumors, though. He posted a screenshot of Alicia's song, Lala, and wrote, this is the only Lala I'm rocking. Now go to the Alicia Keys album, it's everywhere and it's a classic. Well, according to multiple insiders, Alicia actually believed Swizzy when he swore up and down that there was nothing going on with Lala. Well, who's phony and who's fake? Because that's the type of ish that I hate. Because just a few days ago, she allegedly came across some hard evidence that left no room for excuses. And ever since then, she's been going off on him behind closed doors, even though they just celebrated their anniversary. The sources say that things inside the home have gotten explosive because Alicia's not letting this one slide quiet. Now, the wild part is that this isn't new tea. Multiple blind items have been hinting at this for years. One from way back in 2021 basically laid it all out, saying, don't believe the hype. Although this end of the alphabet loving producer, writer, rapper is a cheater, he keeps his cheating super quiet and would never go for a public name. That already happened once and ended up having to marry her.
Did y'all hear that? That happened once and he ended up having to marry her. Talking about Alicia Keys. Wow, people. It's mind-boggling that his first wife would bury the hatchet like that. And she did. For the child's sake. And my hat's off to her. But I know she ain't feeling sorry for Alicia. I know that. You think Mashanda is feeling sorry for Alicia? No. How couldn't she? How can she? That's just dirty to go to somebody's house, pretend like you're all into your music, and all the while you sleeping with their husband. And then the husband leaves for you when the rumors turn out to be true. The husband leaves his wife for you. And then he never stopped cheating with you. Never stopped. Never stayed out the street. So now that all this stuff is coming public, you can't take it. You mad. But that's how you got him, Alicia. That's why you so mad. Because you know that's how you got him. And you thought you could get him out the streets and you couldn't. So you failed. And that's how you're going to always look at it. That's why you so angry at him. But if I was Swizz Beatz until the divorce is final, you might want to get out of that house. You might want to go stay somewhere else, because it's nothing worse than a woman scorned. It ain't safe at that house. You might better go in a different room and lock up for the night. I don't know how you, but stay in there. Not the way they say Alicia's going off. I don't think that's safe, Swizz. If you want to stay in the street and go in the street after this and don't want to have none of your body parts cut off, you might want to have an extra bodyguard or two outside your door when you sleeping. Definitely wouldn't be sleeping with Alicia right about now. Nope. She couldn't entice me no matter what she did. No. I'll sleep in the other end of the house. Thank you very much. No. I'll be locked up tighter than Diddy. My room at that house would be locked down tighter than Diddy's cell. I promise you would. I don't trust no women once they scorn like that. No. The worst thing on earth to me is a woman scorned, especially your own. And you trying to live there? Not safe. Not safe, people.
In another blind item spilled even more tea, saying this former A+ list singer turned A- lister has been really busy with the new television game. Her husband has been loving it though, and has been cheating with this protege of his who he thinks will be big. What makes this whole thing even messier is that Alicia and Lala were actually close friends for years. So for Alicia, this isn't just cheating, it's a straight up double betrayal. Now, this is where things get really complicated, because while fans feel bad for her, a lot of people are saying this is karma coming full circle. Now, let's not forget that Alicia got Swizz while he was still married to his ex-wife, Mashanda. You lose them how you get them. And when Mashanda tried to talk to her woman to woman, Alicia allegedly brushed her off like it was nothing. But to make matters worse, Jaguar Wright once claimed that Alicia was living under Mashanda and Swizzy's own roof, pretending she was just there to work on music while secretly sneaking around through 9 Mashanda's back.
Not around with Swizz and not breaking up happy on. Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and Lala's house to work on the music with him, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house. And then she moved in while she was cool with the wife. And plotting to steal her husband to cover up the fact that she had just got caught beating that girlfriend of hers up down in the Uber somewhere, something like that. It was still.
Did y'all hear that? According to Miss Jaguar Wright, Miss Alicia Keys got caught beating up her girlfriend down in Aruba. So why in the hell is she so mad at Swizz Beatz? She cheating too? I don't get it, people. What? You gonna get mad because he cheating and you doing the exact same thing? Make it make sense, people. If y'all believe that, put a 1 down there. If y'all don't believe this true, put a 2 down there. So there's just room. We don't believe this. More than one outlet is reporting it. So it's got to be some truth to it. You got 3-4 different people reporting this. So yeah, I wouldn't dismiss it as not true, people. Wow, too many facts, too much evidence. It's crazy.
Legally married to singer Mashanda when the whole thing started, and Mashanda was more than willing to expose their deceit. She clapped back with a full open letter, calling Alicia out for playing house with her husband and trying to rebrand it as some kind of fairy tale. Fans were gagged. Mashanda didn't hold back either. She revealed that she actually went to Alicia woman to woman and told her straight up they were still married, still living together, and just had welcomed a child. But according to Mashanda, Alicia couldn't have cared less. Alicia was sitting there writing in her diary, like if I was your woman. But in her now infamous open letter, Mashanda wrote, in the messages that I sent to her, I made it very clear that contrary to what she might be hearing, I am still married to my husband, living with him, and just had a child. It's been 2 years and I still have not received a response. What I do receive is constant displays of selfishness and disconcern to me and my son. I believed in her until I found out she was possibly sleeping with my husband. The affair was denied by both until it was finally admitted months later. Not with the lies, but she even admitted that she asked Alicia directly to back off so she could work through her marriage.
Told y'all this.
Alicia didn't. In that same letter, Mashanda wrote, "You know the role you played and how you contributed to
Told
the end of
y'all
my
this.
marriage. You know I asked you to step back and let me handle my family problems that you helped create."
Wow.
What's wild is that even after Mashanda publicly laid everything out with exact dates, direct quotes, and a full timeline, Alicia kept insisting that she and Swizz didn't get involved until after he and Mashanda were
That was
officially
a lie.
separated.
That was a lie.
She doubled down in interviews, played it off like people were.
People, y'all hear that? That was a blatant lie. Everybody knows that how that happened. Everybody knows she was there at the house, all about the music, but her and Swizz Beatz were making their own music. Different kind of music, people. So she can lie all she want to, but people wasn't buying it. Everybody didn't know it. I didn't know to the full extent of what it was, but we get insights now. She was confirmed going to a divorce lawyer. So what do y'all think? I believe it. And just like I told y'all last video, Swizz just cannot be faithful. He's just a streetwalker. He gonna be that. And that's just all to it. Whoever he gets with might as well accept that. That's what he is. And y'all hear, he got a protege, so that ain't Lala. So it's somebody else too. So it's possibly two people, at least, that Alicia was aware about, and not to the full extent that she is now. So, people, like I said, the grass ain't always green on the other side. But if you playing in the middle of a football field, the grass is green on both sides, according to Swizz Beats. You don't care if the grass ain't green or not. He'll fertilize it. Man, this ain't funny, people, but this I've seen this 1,000 times. 1,000. Why would you marry somebody if you know that you are not going to be faithful to them? What's good going to come out of that? Nothing. Nothing. I had a close friend of mine got killed like that. So Funny Bone seen it all too well. Full circle. Somebody close to me lost their life for the streets. So people, that's a dangerous game to play. Dangerous. But Funny Bone saw this, and I did a video on it the other day, and I'm still seeing it again today. Everybody else has picked the story up, and they're going into a little bit more detail every time I hear it. So, you know, makes me believe that 85-90% of it got to be true. So, Alicia Rages, and, you know, on Lala Anthony, and whoever else. No use in raging. What you raging for? You accepted it all this time. You thought you were going to stop at some point? Streetwalkers don't stop. They don't stop. Because the public streets are always open. Just like they said, after 2 o'clock, ain't nothing open but legs. People, after 2 o'clock, you done left the club. If you hanging out somewhere 3, 4, 5 o'clock, you ain't eating that long. There's some legs open somewhere. That's what the old folks used to say. And I used to listen to all those old folk people. I used to listen to them. They had some funny stories, but they were true stories. Half of them was drunk when they was telling you the stories, but guess what? A drunk gonna tell you the truth. 9 times 10. They so drunk they don't want to lie. They want to tell you the truth. So it's I've saw this before. Like I said, I've been through some unimaginable stuff. People seen it with my own eyes. So this right here, not shocking to me, but you know, y'all always, some women, men will be men. Now, some men will be men. All men are not like that. All men are not streetwalkers, just like all women are not streetwalkers. But when you find a streetwalker, leave him in there. They're gonna be in the streets anyway. They're gonna get back to the streets no matter. So leave them out there. You ain't got no future with no streetwalker. So people, I saw this and I just want to let y'all hear some more of the story. Just like I'm listening to it and I'm enjoying it. You know, I hate to see misery in other people, but when it's self-inflicted like this, serve them right. You lose them how you get them. Y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Funny Bone love y'all. Have a good evening. Catch you on the next one. Peace.